Hello friends, I hope you are looking for the best Dolby Atmos soundbars. So you have clicked this video. In this video we will discuss about best Dolby Atmos soundbars with your budget's range, which are best sold and achieved top-rated reviews from customers. If you want more information and updated pricing on the product, please check the description box in the below. So let's get started with the video. Starting at number 1. Sony HT-A7000. Sony's HT-A7000 delivers the goods with stellar Atmos performance in an expandable package. Sony's flagship HT-A7000 soundbar makes a strong impression. It packs an impressive array of integrated speakers designed with spatial audio in mind, including 5 front speakers, 2 up-firing speakers that reflect off the ceiling, and 2 beam tweeters that bounce sound off the side walls. A built-in dual-channel subwoofer also adds some bass to the equation. You'll also find all the connectivity options you're likely to need on both the physical and wireless sides of things, the latter of which offers integration with both Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant, as well as support for Chromecast, Spotify Connect, and Apple AirPlay. Like many soundbars, you can add an optional subwoofer and rear speakers if you like, but the soundbar itself is no slouch on its own. When we tested the Sony HT-A7000, we found that it sounded great and, specifically, that its Atmos speakers amplified movies where you were supposed to hear sounds coming from all around you. What more can you ask for? Number 2. Samsung HWQ990B. With more integrated speakers than any other soundbar on this list, Samsung HWQ990B offers the closest thing to a full-fledged surround sound system in a soundbar-based package. With an 11.1.4 channel configuration supported by 22 individual drivers, 4 of them up-firing, Samsung's HWQ990B is more than well equipped to handle all of the spatial audio that Atmos has to offer, and will get you about as close to a full surround sound setup as you can with a soundbar-based system. Comprised of a premium metal grill-wrapped soundbar, wireless subwoofer, and 2 rear surround satellite speakers, the HWQ990B uses built-in SpaceFit Sound Plus room correction and adaptive EQ to keep all components in sync and optimized to deliver heightened immersion. Dialogue has plenty of clarity, while the subwoofer's very substantial rumble reinforces the energy of everything happening on screen, capturing the full dynamic range of any content. Not only does the system do an excellent job of virtualizing a 360-degree sphere from Atmos-encoded Blu-rays and or streaming services, but it can expand audio you might cast to it via AirPlay too. Though it's not required, the HWQ990B is an especially good choice if you already have, or are planning to buy, a recent Samsung Q Series TV, as you'll be able to take advantage of the company's Q Symphony feature, which lets the soundbar sync up with the TV's built-in speakers for an even fuller sound. Though we imagine it would be amazing with any of the best QLED TVs. Number 3. Sennheiser AMBEO MAX. It's a serious investment, but the Sennheiser AMBEO MAX rewards the listener with a level of audio quality and Atmos performance that most other standalone soundbars simply can't match. The Sennheiser AMBEO MAX is in a class of its own. Sennheiser is no stranger to high-end audio gear, of course, and we found the AMBEO to perform even better than the reputation that preceded it, which was already towering. When we tested the AMBEO, we found it equally well-suited for use as your primary music listening speaker as it is for TV, movies, and games. It also has everything you'd expect connectivity-wise, including 3 HDMI ports, optical and RCA audio, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth, and, yes, there is also a subwoofer output if you really want to go crazy, though the bar already puts out plenty of rumble. At $2,499 for the soundbar, which is heavy and tall and has certain space constraints, this is more speaker than the average person needs, which is why it is in our top pick. If you want the single most compelling all-in-one soundbar, though, the AMBEO is a rich, rewarding investment. Number 4. Bowers & Wilkins Panorama 3. If you believe the music is a key part of movie magic, this soundbar is a perfect way to soundtrack your life. Stylish and self-contained, Bowers & Wilkins Panorama 3 is a soundbar that is more expressive than it is expansive. While the Sennheiser AMBEO MAX is a chonker that can easily cover more than just a sliver of a standard stand-mounted TV, the Panorama 3 is a far sleeker audiophile-oriented option that has more than enough screen clearance despite housing 13 drivers in its slim chassis, though it is long, so expect it to sit in front of those large screen legs. Being compact doesn't mean sacrificing dynamics, however. Featuring three 0.75-inch decoupled titanium dome tweeters, 6 2-inch mid-range drivers, two 2-inch up-firing Dolby elevation drivers, and two 4-inch subwoofers, with no option for expandability, the Panorama 3's strength is in its easily integrated, firmly centered, distortion-free soundstage. While the action isn't neglected, music, in particular, is rendered at a muscular pace. Paired with an Apple TV 4K, giving you access to lossless/spatial audio through Apple Music and Tidal, or the Bowers and Wilkins music app, the Panorama 3 has attack and control, richness and rhythm. The crisp, punchy tuning is expressive without the soundbar itself being intrusive. The Panorama may not have the most pronounced Dolby Atmos effects, but it's articulate and more than capable of laying nuanced ambience out in front of you. Number 5. JBL Bar 9.1. Rear speakers may now be increasingly common in soundbar packages, but the JBL Bar 9.1 offers a convenient completely wireless solution. Most wireless surround sound systems aren't completely untethered. Many feature wireless satellite speakers that don't need to be connected to a receiver or soundbar, but still need to be plugged into a power outlet. The JBL Bar 9.1 gets extra credit for offering a true wireless option with two detachable, battery-powered speakers that can be placed anywhere while you're watching a show or movie, and then simply be reattached to the main soundbar to recharge. The speakers get 10 hours of battery life, which is more than enough for most viewing sessions. Luckily, that's far from the soundbar's only selling point. Reviews have consistently praised the Bar 9.1's rich bass and room-filling sound that's bolstered by its large subwoofer.